Okay, this is day 70, and this is kind of the flashback quickly. Back to day 62, I said, did McCabe target Eric Braverman? Meaning, did he do a deep dive 702, maybe even added a little bit of human surveillance? Well, I'm quite sure he did. And this is after Braverman shows disloyalty to what Podesta thinks is sort of a code. And if you show disloyalty to the Don, you get McCabe, you get surveillance, you get the deep dive, and you also get a little human intelligence gathering, or what we call active surveillance. So I had said in this series, going back, this was the Christmas version last year, but all the way back from day one, saying, no, McCabe's been doing this actually for 20 years for Hillary Clinton. And now the other guy I'm going to add to that is this guy named Bill Priestap. So for those who don't remember who Bill Priestap is, he runs the counterintelligence division. And this was a very famous encounter that Comey had in March of this year, talking about this.
How the decisions were made about who to sanction.
Looking forward, what, and this is for both of you, what is the NSA and the FBI doing to keep Americans safe, to keep campaign entities, to keep any entity associated with a major campaign safe from aggressive Russia cyber measures that were utilized in this past election?
So we continue to maximize the insights we're generating about activity. For example, this started with NSA initially gaining access in the summer of 15. We became aware of that activity.
Okay, and that's where I believe they're lumping in Eric Braverman and sending stuff to WikiLeaks, along with potentially Justin Cooper sending stuff to WikiLeaks, and they're calling that Russian interference in the elections. So it's a real stretch. So here's Mike Rogers now, who's no longer under the thumb of Comey, and maybe got a little bit of breathing room now with Mattis giving him some protection. And now what you've really got is this battle between the FBI and the FBI's infrastructure, which they can do their own wiretaps, and the NSA, which can obviously do signal intelligence. So there's this kind of battle going on now. And now we're really trying to wrest this capability from the FBI and get it back to where it should belong in the NSA, and have the FBI go back to doing warrants, which is the law, rather than what's happened here. And if you don't believe that, here is the FISA court. This is the famous Contreras 99-page thing, opinion about how the FBI and DOJ are doing. And here they say, in October 24th, 2016, the government orally, didn't even write it out, apprised the court of the significant noncompliance of NSA's minimization procedures. This is the masking of people's names, like Mike Flynn's names, like my name, like Trump's name, like Mohammed's name, going all the way back to 2010, the case I was involved in. So this is going to be kind of the smoking gun. Now, in the testimony here, Comey says they started this for the president and the people around the president, the 13 or 14 or however many they did, 100 deep dives they did. They started that in July of 2016. Now, you remember yesterday I had talked about the chalupa, and I talked about it quite a bit on Twitter. I talked about the chalupa on late August, that got dropped in the lap of President Obama. And it was actually delivered by, I believe, Alexandra Chalupa. Now, I think that's a fake CIA name, and what the reason why they give somebody that name is dropping a chalupa in somebody's lap in industry parlance is you let them know about something about 6 weeks after it started. So they started this surveillance on a broad swath of all the people around Trump, and then you drop the chalupa on the person that you want to make an accomplice. Basically, you put this hot, sticky mess on somebody's lap, and basically they have to go along with it. Otherwise, they embarrass the heck out of themselves by standing up and saying this is a problem. So I do believe the first FISA now was the chalupa drop. I do believe Obama did see it on August the 15th. Now there's a second chalupa drop, and this is going to go back to here. There's a second chalupa drop that's going to happen here. Now, did Obama sign off on that or not? But this is the chalupa drop that, hey, just thought we'd let you know that we're going to do the transition team. Now that if Hillary does lose, here's the insurance policy. we're going to now do Michael Flynn and all these other national security people, and we're going to surveil them. So this is the testimony regarding that, and you'll see Lindsey Graham ask.
Ambassador.
Well,
If one was
Let's go
made
back a little
best
bit.
to unmask the conversation between the Russian ambassador and Mr. Flynn.
And again, Senator, I can't answer a question like that
Mr.
if we
Clapper,
call
do you
for
know if
classified
that was
information.
the case?
I don't. And
Is there a way to find that out?
well, in another setting, it could be discussed.
But there is a record somewhere of who would make a request to unmask the conversation with General Flynn and the Russian ambassador.
Well,
If one was made, there'd be a record of it.
I can't speak to this specific case.
So there is going to be a record, and that record is going to come out before it's all said and done. And I'm going to go ahead and say that Sally Yates has actually, in testimony, wrote a record about how the National Security Division, and I think this is going to be, I mean, Glenn Simpson's almost acting as a part of the National Security Division with Bill Priestap. This name Priestap is going to become very, very well known. And this is going to be, I believe, Strokes, as I've always said, is a fake. I just didn't know if it was Andy McCabe or an underling. And now I'm going to say it is Bill Priestap. So everywhere you find Bill Strokes, I think is actually going to be Bill Priestap. It's his funny name for Bill Priestap being there. And this is going to come out. Just because you're in the National Security Division doesn't mean you get to suspend the Constitution, doesn't mean you get to suspend the Fourth Amendment,